Hello, this is Reverend Dave Whitmer. I got a question to ask you. When you were growing up, did you become what you thought you were going to become? So many of us had dreams. We wanted to be astronauts. We wanted to be congressmen. We wanted to be mommies and daddies. We wanted to be so much. But one of my mentors very often says, how many of us said, well, I want to be an addict. Well, I want to be a alcoholic. I want to be a miserable failure. I want to be a welfare mom and raise my kids so they can go on welfare when they grow up. How many of us said that? I don't believe any of us said it. I mean, we all had our dreams. We all had our goals. And then somewhere along the line, people stepped in and said, no, that doesn't make sense. You really don't want a nice car. I mean, Chevy is a nice car. Toyota, that's a nice car. Hyundai, that's a nice car. I'm not writing any of those down. But we had dreams. We wanted Lamborghinis, and we wanted Ferraris, and we wanted Mercedes and BMWs. We wanted the higher end stuff. But somewhere along the line, our dreams got shrunk because people said, well, you have an income now, so you can afford this car, you can afford this home, you can afford to live in this neighborhood, you can afford to eat at these restaurants. And they pretty much dictated to you by your job or lack thereof where you could eat and where you were going to drink and what you were going to eat and drink. Some drank champagne, some drank beer, some drank wine, some drank Kool-Aid. But I'm here to tell you, God doesn't give people dreams unless they have the capability through Him to get those dreams. And I want you to take this time, this next week and a half before New Year's, and start rekindling those dreams. Start thinking again, what dreams did I have before I got a job, before I was forced into a situation that I didn't necessarily like? I'm not saying a job is a bad thing. A job can be a good thing if you love your job. If you love what you're doing, that makes all the difference in the world. But so many people are living what some person called lives of quiet desperation because they make just enough to come back to work Monday after getting their check on Friday. They make just enough to make them want to come back and think, well, I won't spend so much this next weekend and I'll get ahead. We never get ahead. Interest rates are low. People are not taking advantage of the God-given talents they have, and that's upon us. We need to do what we can to help others so we can get our desires. Like I quoted on the one recording I had, Zig Ziglar very often said, in order for you to get what you want, first you have to help enough people get what they want. And it's all cumulative. It all adds up. It's a snowball rolling down a hill. It gets bigger and bigger the more momentum it picks up, and you're getting what you want. So if you have questions for me, business-wise, or I told myself I wasn't going to talk business on any of these meditations, and I'm still not going to. But so many people are suffering today. So many people have been shoved into a box and said, you're going to live in this box whether you want to or not. I'm here to say you can get out of that box and you can make your life a worthwhile dream come true. So like the fairy tale said, let's all live happily ever after. I'll see you on the beaches of the world. God bless you. Have a Merry Christmas. It's only in 3 days. Bye-bye.